microphone where it goes. I got some cat hair on my keyboard that's got to go away. And there goes the cat. She hates this thing. It's on my monitor too. Okay, let's get some volume in here. And I see my screen over there just changed. And let's see, nobody on the list yet, but that's okay. It's a little warm in here. Got just a bit of sweat on my face. There's a Mr. B. Connecting to the servers. When I sat down, Origin had this big message on it and said, Origin servers are currently not available. Okay, it's going to be one of those nights, is it? So I closed it. I didn't minimize it to the tray. I just exited and restarted it, and it's like, yeah, here you go. Here's your games. Here's your stuff, dude. Oh, gotta adjust the arms of my chair. Chat is being weird. Weird chat is weird. Weird how? How weird is it? It's so weird that I'm going to go in here and summon my war council. Tonight's episode brought to you by the power of Knob Creek. I haven't had Knob Creek in at least a month. This is the other side of when I hurt my back, actually. And a month ago, I was going to a conference with a sore back. What was their Derg sign? I see Derg. Enhanced Life Ward Amulet. Presence of Inquisition in the College of Magi provoked an angry response. Okay. Here we go. Tweak my chair over. Support from Navarra. On behalf of Her Grace, Duchess Amalia. And over here. Hard in Hightown, trouble in Skyhold. 2 points. That book is abysmal. The entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the Guild's code. Revenge of the Merchant's Guild.
I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Okay, I'll see about doing this at the end. Resources, gather herbs. Resources. Well, that was weird and hitchy. Hey, wait a minute. Why is my channel down? Okay, according to this, I'm still streaming. I've been live for 4 minutes and 17 seconds. There's no drop frames. But yet I look at my channel and I see that I'm hosting someone else. Let me refresh. Okay, maybe it was a browser thing. Maybe it's just a browser thing. I don't know. After that little hitch that the game did there, I could see Bean Duck over there. Whatever, man. Okay. Investigate Elven Ruins. Emerald Graves resources. I bet this won't take long. This is... I feel a sneeze coming on. That's why I'm grabbing my nose. New area unlocked. Great. Getting things moving. Let's see about this. Okay, these are multi-hour. Truth or Dare, the end game. That's multi-hour. It's completed. Favor returned. That's multi-hour, and I've got more. Everything Josephine's good for, and occasionally somebody else is good for something else. You know, it occurs to me that I haven't gone looking for that dude that I had pressed into service. You know, that did the conscript for. Shadows over Denver. Yeah, that one's long too. Okay, so I've got several long missions. We go look for that dude. I can't remember his name, that's why I call him that dude. I have been hosted. Thank you, Mr. B. Ah! Oof. Hey, guys. I can't fit between them.
Grand, isn't it? To know the sanctity of our great institutions is intact.
Oh, hey, there's something going on over here anyway. Sutherland, that was his name. Donald.
Inquisitor.
She looked through me from the guard.
Count yourself fortunate. I
Oh.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Crucifix, right in the dangle bag.
Crucifix. In the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a book for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an Empress. That, and Briala being an idiot, the whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky.
True dat.
That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
You guys, don't be idiots. I've already examined that. I'm not sure. I don't know who that exclamation mark is for. Let's see. I haven't talked to Bull in a while.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
True. True. Okay, let's see if I can find my way around to this exclamation mark. There we go.
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Where's Thren?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
Okay.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
Sansa Park.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon. You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
Yeah, I want the other one back.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Yeah, get rid of him. I want the other one back. Oh, I can read this. Oh, I can go up here. And I can examine that. Lift your voices. No. I wish not to. Oh, I just remembered that I never sold last time, so I have to remember to sell. Hey, Cassandra.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you
Until the
think
sun
I
grows
would make
cold.
them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
You're not the boss of me. Yeah, another flicker on this end. I don't know what's going on there.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
So refuse.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Okay, I gotta ask.
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a mage, first and foremost. If they name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Liliana or I would be any better.
Yeah, who cares?
I think you'd make an excellent divine.
Truly, I never look good in hats.
So be the Hatless Divine.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Certain doom.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
So do better.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Corypheus. Okay. Let's see. This is where we had stepped in to have our conversation, I guess. That's the same room. This goes down to the dungeon. Doesn't look any different. Don't have any prisoners currently. I executed the last one. So apparently you're on fire. I know there's another place. And I don't remember how to get to it. Oh, hey, don't mind me. I'm just going through here. That's where I want to get. So that's like, what, up a level? That's up a level. Well, apparently something broke. If you're both going to be full of fire. Ah, there we go.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
So I couldn't remember how to get here. Now let me see if I can remember how to get back.
Complete. Well, how about that?
That's right. It's just through this door. Okay. Now I'll go talk to Morrigan.
Inquisitor. You're very tall. Mother didn't say you were a Canary.
Indeed I am.
Oh? I'm told it's the first thing one notices about me.
I noticed your blood. It doesn't belong to your people.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. It is time to return to your studies, little man.
We know who the father of that child is.
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally. I didn't know you had a son. Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Okay, this one I gotta ask.
Will his father be joining us as well? It would be most unlikely. I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence. He seems like a fine young man. But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough.
She sounds about bitter. A bit bitter.
To think, until recently, this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased. It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before. This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like it.
I like this place. I've made it mine. The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us. Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
And everything kind of stuttered again. Well, let's see if she has anything else to say.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
Okay.
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions? 'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he's defeated.
Well, let's worry about taking him out first.
We have to defeat him first, then I'll worry about what's next. Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
What are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us? Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade from the ore. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'll leave you to the garden.
As you like.
Bye-bye now. A statue. Religious icon of some kind. What happens if Corypheus succeeds? Plant new seed. Let's see. Blood lotus, I think. I think it counted for both, perhaps.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan
Apothecary here.
about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
Where's your armor, apothecary?
He didn't seem all that friendly toward me.
A sign of his respect. Smiles are saved for fools, so they leave quickly. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Okay. If I can remember how to get out of this place. Yeah, this looks right. I haven't talked to Varric in a while. He looks so glum.
That got a little heated. Are you alright?
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
This has been a long time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
He sounds so depressed. Let's see if Solus has anything new.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Sharau, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Is that a problem?
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Oh, that's tragic.
Your people have lost so much of their history and culture. To not even think of yourself that way.
I think of myself as me. That's all I've ever needed. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help me. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Briala had a perfect plan if he wanted everyone to kill each other. I'm trying to avoid that. She could have focused on actual threats.
Easy to say. Harder to remember when few people can see you, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
No, they don't see the pointed ears when they look at me. They see the horns. I'm gonna head upstairs. Yo, Dorian.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Are you alright?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you two?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Let's see. Have I got anything that needs to get turned into the table? Yeah, some dragons apparently. That's good. They don't help with damage against dragons. Oh. That was enough to gain my level. Those dragons had my level. Jeez, apparently I haven't been to the table in quite a while.
Shut up, dog!
The Durg is barking. Looking at the door. I see nothing there. He must have seen somebody walking down the road on the opposite side. Let's see what Liliana makes of this chantry business. This next divine thing. Is he wearing his jacket? It's like 9,000 degrees.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum.
I mean, I'm wiping sweat
Of
off my
course,
face.
With the other candidates out of the picture.
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
No one would fault you for abandoning ship, you know.
Out of the ship and straight into the sea. You think Thedas hates mages now? If the Chantry falls, don't you think the people will blame magic? Look at all that's happened. Kirkwall's Chantry, the war, the breach. Mages are always involved. Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
That would be bad.
No, we don't want that.
And the Chantry can see that it doesn't happen. The people are sheep, Inquisitor. They need to follow. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
through. Okay. I've talked to most everybody. I've talked to enough anyway. Oh, what's that? Looks like it's near Varric. See, I don't think I have an easy way to get there through here. I'm just going to read these things. Okay, I don't see a way to get straight across, so let me come down here and head this way. It looks like it's down there. This could hurt.
Inquisitor? My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Is it bad news?
Nothing good, I expect.
If you have reservations about his presence here, I share. But this is another matter. I have been in contact with his family. House Paris, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
No.
I've never spoken to Dorian about his past.
Except for just now.
Describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hope...
I am not going to trick him.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
Hey!
I feared you might say that. The family will send our dinner to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Yeah. What did I decide? Oh no. I'm not... No. I've done this before and Dorian was not happy about it. Wonder if I go upstairs now, can I just tell him? Hey, here's this note.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy I could help?
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
The ham tasted like despair. Yeah, see, I'm gonna do this.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son. What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical.
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
Could be a Venatori plot.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that.
Well, kill everyone and escape.
I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Okay, what's going on?
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've never talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leaving Tevinter?
That too.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Bring Dorian to the Golden Lantern. Okay, that sounds like a thing I can do. Feeling that sneeze again. Okay, well, at least I got it out. Yeah. Let me go sell this stuff I've got. I'm going to be sniffling for the next half hour. I have been sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. Oh my god, you would not believe how much I've been sneezing. Wait. Oh, that's an axe. That's a great axe. There's only one person I've got doing two-handed weapons, and he's not doing that one. Oh, it's a staff. I could use some of this. Let's see, critical damage bonus or critical damage bonus? This one, I think. Chase one hit taunt all enemies within 8 meters for 4 seconds. Well, that should go on like Iron Bowl. Throwing blades, staggering. So that should go to Bowl. There we go.
A coward drowned my father, and I couldn't avenge him.
Okay, let's see. Iron Bowl. Rogue or mage only? Rogue or mage, and it's taunt all enemies within 8 meters? I don't think so. Well, then no one gets it. But I can put on this.
Someone owes me blood.
Let's sell that piece of crap. Oh, excuse me. That looks actually better than what I've got, so. I thought it was 10:11. Well, son of a... Never mind. Must have been the other one. And there's still an exclamation mark right here. I don't know. Let's find... Let's take that one. All the way up here. Yes, I'll travel. Confrim. Let us go to the Golden Lantern in the hinterlands.
Grandmother, you heard about Haven? It's destroyed. Completely gone.
Going to go away if we don't talk about it. If I'm made, I have to learn how to...
I don't remember much about this meeting.
Please, say nothing. Let the dreams just be dreams.
The dreams, they are but dreams.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. The whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father?
This.
Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You should just talk.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
So walk away. Why is it an issue?
That's a big concern in Tevinter then.
Only if you're
Soul
trying to live up to
Surge.
an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind. The perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you! Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Wow.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again. To ask him to forgive me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Soul Search. I hope things get better for you. Consider this remote e-hugs. Eating's good, unless you eat as much as I do. Particularly the wrong things. Yes, yes you may. You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and listen to the game because it's talking more than I am.
Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Yes, but are you alright?
Are you alright?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
It was entertaining.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Ooh. These two are getting along fine. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I need to talk to him about.
Oh. What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
Is he Tevinter?
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware.
You need to take care of yourself, Soul Search.
Everyone from the Imperium is the
Be
same.
sure you eat when you need to.
Kind of you to notice. Yet
Or when
still
you should.
bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no need to worry.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
Ah, forget her.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
She does, actually. There are rumors, and her concern is well-meaning, if misplaced.
It doesn't matter.
Listen to you. It's good to be the Inquisitor. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
There will always be rumors.
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
It's always possible it could be coming from my microphone. I don't have the highest quality microphone in the world. Okay, we got that done. Let's see. After only an hour, I guess we can go back and explore some more of the Emerald Graves. Let's see. Emerald Graves. Yeah, I remember I was trying to find my way to this camp and I never could. Or something. Or did I? Oh, I did find my way there. Hey, bull. I think Dorian's picture just changed. You'll find that some of their pictures do that over time. Yeah, as I look at it every once in a while, even when I'm not speaking, there's a little bit of stuff from the mic. See right there, it's just Paulston. There's no sound. It may be puffs of air coming from the ceiling fans. I could check the noise gate. Let's see. I will raise the open threshold to touch. Close that, and we'll see if maybe that actually stops pinging so often. Or requisitions.
I've news, sir.
Okay, give me the news.
See for yourself, sir.
Obsidian and Bloodstone. Great. I'm going to come over here and train. Let's see. I guess I already have that. I have the haste. You're knocked unconscious. The spirit you control takes your likeness and fights on your behalf for a short time. Interesting. I think going on with fire. I do immolate a lot, and apparently I haven't put a thing into it. Immolate no longer has a cooldown, but casting it costs additional mana. Okay. Modern has a shorter cooldown time. There. That does more damage. Okay. Got. Let's let's head this way, take care of that rift and maybe that landmark. How is that 40? It's so green here. Green enough that I think I'm going to make this my my picture. Let's confirm the changes. And do emerald waves. If set inactive, and that should. But I don't want to. I don't want to fill the. Okay, there it went away. A couple of screenshots. Take the second one. There it goes. Now, no, not controls, interface. Face. Back to always on. Oh, excuse me. Journal. World Greaves. Actually, let me just go through the map. No, I'm just going to go there. Let me just go there. Well, looks like it wasn't that far away. Who's where? Okay, let's see if Dorian can do a dispel. Maybe he can actually hit both of those. Yep, looks like it took care of both of them. Have lots of fire. And that's it. I'm a little early there. Yeah, I had another one of those little flicker slow down. 20 bloodstones? Yeah. Okay, I will look at this. Okay. I did that astrarium. I could work my way south and clear that out. As opposed to that stuff. See if that's north, and that one there be the one to the southeast. El Fruit. More of the El Fruit. Embrium out the wazoo. at a zoo in which you can find some wa. I don't know what I'm saying. Broke my ankle off. Let's see, there's something here.
I think she fell, yeah?
Thanks, Bull. Okay. Off these rocks. Stupid rocks. So I think last week I was complaining about when we were playing Anthem, the boy and I were finding that he was getting all the good stuff and I was getting a little tiny bit. Okay, it's done.
A note. It claims this red lyrium's not coming from the deep roads.
I have since... Yes, Embrim out the wazoo is definitely uncomfortable. I have since seen a bug report, a couple of bug reports, that seem to indicate that this is a problem that people are having when they get onto a squad with other people. That one person in the squad seems to get all of the good rolls, and so they get all the equipment, and the other one or two or three don't. Which, you know, for me would be, in my case, would be fine if it randomly picked who it was going to be, but... Oh, here goes the odds. Sorry, but it seems to favor the boy. Although, the other day we were playing a little bit, and I actually managed to get, you know, 4 or 5... 3 or 4 masterworks when he had 1 or 2, something like that. They came rather quickly for me. Now, if we kept playing for a longer stretch of time, would that pattern have continued? I don't know. I've got the stuffy nose. From the sneezing, probably. Stupid tree root, get the hell out of my way. Got a contractor into work today. And a friend of mine who I think was trying to message me with, you know, a degree of wanting to talk to somebody, and wasn't able to be there as much as I would have wanted because I was busy with my contractor all morning. I had already walked like 1.5 miles by 9 a.m. At least when I stopped for lunch, I was able to author some return messages. Oh, hey, I can loot this bag. I can take this thing. So I felt kind of bad briefly, but at least I was able to give it my all. Lunchtime came around. most likely, my whole week is going to be contractorific. It depends on whether they're going to be able to do their job without me needing to get them things. It's funny, I was telling the wife the other day that friend will be okay. I was telling the wife the other day that, you know, when we shut down the combined cycle unit back at the beginning of the month, I had absolutely no contractors scheduled, and now I have 2 scheduled for this week, and I'm trying to get a 3rd one out. A lot of people here. I have some fire. I have more fire. What do you mean you're still up? Get down.
That's one way to solve the problem.
Yeah, that's how I usually solve problems. I beat them to death. Ooh, Soul Kisser Mace. And then after I got home today and I was trying to cook supper, I was getting texts from the contractor with some stuff they found that was wrong from the installation like 7 years ago with this battery. That the company I paid to test the battery last fall should definitely have noticed.
Please. The guards had a key. It's over there.
It's over there.
No!
It's not there? Did I get the key?
That's the way!
No, est a key.
That's the way!
What about here?
No!
What is she knowing about?
No! Keep going. Yes! Keep going.
There we go.
You have it. Please open the door. I can't stand it in here another second.
Well, what's it worth to you, lady?
Thank the Maker, thank you.
Oh, I seen that Viridian move. That reminds me, I could have gone and gotten some Stormheart out of what's its place. Maybe I will after stream. You guys watched me dig around there last week. Also in Anthem, of note, the boy and I started playing at the Grandmaster 2 level instead of Grandmaster 1. Not finding it to be super difficult. You know, under the right circumstances. Okay. still a rift down here. Quest completed.
So they're the chargers and you're the bull. That's clever.
Worked that out on your own, did you? You have to keep the name simple so the nobles get it. They pay us to fight, not to entertain at tea.
That I'd like to see.
The hell? This quest is done, and this quest is done, and this quest is done. And there's some nugs.
Goodbye!
Is it just the same thing over and over again? There's something there. So, last Thursday when I was waking up, I started feeling a little bit of that throat tickle. Knowing how bad off the wife had gotten, I decided to go ahead and spend a bit of sick time and just not go to work Friday. I hated doing that right after, you know, a sick day plus a couple of vacation days spent for my back. Like, why can't I just, you know, like, do my job for a while? But I think I needed it because when I messaged my boss on or not message, but sent an email to my boss on Thursday about how I decided I'm not going to be in tomorrow, and I had warned him that it was probably coming. I crawled into bed right after that, and I woke up 11 hours later. And then the next night I got 10 hours of sleep, so I slept 21 hours over the course of 2 nights. I don't do that unless my body needs it. I got to bed later than I intended last night, which meant that 5 o'clock came real early this morning. And then the weather sucked. I woke up, it was like 20 degrees. It's in Celsius 20, not Fahrenheit 20. I would have liked Fahrenheit 20. But it was like 20 degrees and humid as hell. And there, I checked out the weather and it was just humid. There was no chance of rain or anything like that for the whole week. I get to work and I go out at one point to go check on my contractor. It's pouring down rain. Well, I mean, it was misting, but it was a very persistent mist, and it was getting everything just soaking wet. Ah, logging stand. Get off of that. And I will claim this. But fortunately, that tickle went away this weekend. Now, my back got pretty irritated with me yesterday for, you know, having the audacity to go to the grocery store. So I had to take a round of medication yesterday to kind of get through the day. But I made it through and it was okay. And then just the anti-inflammatory today. Because I was feeling it a bit in my leg. Ah, there's a rift. Really think that's a good idea? Remember when those guys used to be a threat? Let's see, more dispelling. Maybe you can hit both of those. Yep, got both of them. And I will close it. Yeah, that whole not getting enough sleep last night is starting to catch up with me, I think. And the wife's still not feeling great. Her voice is no longer deeper than mine, so she's making some progress. Hey, there's some dudes over there that probably ought to not exist. Got some prophet's laurel. Oh, there's a magic skull over there. Oh, my favorite. My back acting up yesterday. I'm trying to lean back and stretch it a lot today. It's doing little pops and so forth. Seems to be surviving. Stupid tree root. One out of 7. Man. Okay, this one's caffeinated. Let me finish this one. Who's over there? Holy crap, it's a bunch of bears. Almost done. Tough was that bear. All that, you're not going to give me anything for it. Oh. I gotta stretch this back a bit. Oh. I'm getting these little pops going up my vertebrae. Above the level where the pain actually is. Oh. Athor, did you finish your food? Like, no, there's a crumb in that corner. I can get that. Let me help you. Here you go. You want your last crumb? Oh, come on. Don't just sniff at it. Eat it. Eat your last crumb. She's so furry. She's so soft. Yeah. Here, eat this crumb. Oh no, I may need that for later. Okay, so that was up here. About to get your daylight time. I get your daylight time. Right here in this bloodstone. Up there, huh? My tiny ankle. There it is. Where's the next one? Over this way. On the other side of a painful ankle. Off of that. What's up there?
Better hike up your skirt, mage boy.
I'm not wearing a skirt.
You trip on that bustling whatever, don't come crying to me.
Here we go. What's next? That one over there. Oh, it's the same one. What am I doing? I can get there this way. Okay, I have that one. Let's see, come over here.
Did you hear? The Inquisition ended the war between the mages and Templars. The mages
Of course I didn't. I'm that good.
Only a few of the mad apostates are still fighting. The world is fine.
$738. I'm gonna get a whole lot more done before I have to put off. No fruit over here. Oh, crap. Okay, let's get its loot, if it has anything. Great bear hide. What's in this ribcage? It keeps its hide in its ribcage. Should go straight north to that one. Or as straight north as I can manage. So over here, there it is. And we'll head this way. Ow. Oh. I somehow got past it. Guess I wasn't watching carefully enough. Can I go up here? Oh, come on. Okay, there's apparently around this wall. Whoa, stop running. There it is. What am I trying to do here? Looks like I already got it. So I just had one of those half awake kind of moments where you don't know really what you're doing. That one's empty. This one has some vitamin B in it that might help wake me up. Okay, so I finished all those. It's everything that I know of that's down there. So I can go here. Travelay. I can go get that drift. That's to the south-southwest. That one there. We'll do this Inquisition while we're here. This Inquisition, this Requisition. I am the Inquisition. Oh, you jerkwad. Have some of this then. Okay, Dorian. Get rid of that one. Nice. One of these guys, huh? Oh. Don't you try to make me get all hot and sweaty. See that? He breathed fire at me. He's trying to get me hot and sweaty. Ooh, before somebody comes out of that. Okay. That was a little tougher than I expected. I had 5 people briefly, and then I had 4. Pure lightning essence. Don't lose your way. That one's growing under the planet, so I'll ignore it. I kind of remember that one, actually. Now that I see it. No Nugskin? Oh well. Let's see. Deluded Chevalier. Well, we'll go see if we can give him salutes then. Then he will no longer be deluded.
Perhaps we should search about a bit.
Inside this box. Okay, so it's somewhere inside there. Holy crap. He is shocked and panicked. That was a lot of dudes. The Shukusto has fallen. It took that long. She was soft. Unfortunately, also lost the rats we were going to send to Silidin to make sure this doesn't happen again. What are you going to do? Bleed on me? Maybe he was going to bleed on me. Okay. None of these guys had orders. Orders to die. Yeah, we were also supposed to play D&D this past weekend, but since we were, well, since the wife was really sick, really pretty sick, and I was feeling kind of under the weather, but not, you know, dismal awful. And since the mother-in-law went out of town, thereby, you know, kind of taking care of our usual free built-in babysitter. What were we gonna do? Leave the boy at home alone? You can have a little bit more of that, and you can have some of this. That is not the direction I wanted. You two could just knock that the fuck off. There.
We're going to get lost and starve to death, aren't we? A glorious end for the Inquisition.
Oh, jeez. Dorian, stop panicking. It's the woods. We can always blast some little woodland creatures with our lightning bolts. Mysterious chateau sketch. The Whale Mall. Yeah. Bottles of potatoes. This whole time. Killed 38 dudes because I was picking up on the fact that there was a bottle of stuff over there. Nope, nope. It was just some rash vine. There's like nothing around. Did you guys move? There's a thing. Oh, a tile mosaic piece. Go talk to Fairbanks. There he is.
You saved my people. We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Who are these free men of the Dales?
Most are deserters from the war, tired of fighting and dying for a cause in which they have no stake. But recently, the free men have
Go to the woods, burn down the trees and you'll be fine.
Everyone. Their new leaders are driving them to take the Dales for themselves.
Tell me about your people.
Simple people. Most have lost family. All
Most have lost family.
I found a few, helped them, found this cave for shelter. Word spread and more came. Even with the war over, some are afraid to leave. Where will they go?
They can go home?
What is your opinion of the Civil War?
When I quarrel with my cousin, wine is spilled. Perhaps someone loses a tooth. When Celine feuds with hers, a country is torn apart. It's over now. But it will take years to recover from the damage.
Okay, that's enough.
I need to be going.
Be safe.
I should go. Wait, what's Wolf Falls Merchant? There's a merchant?
I suppose. I'm standing because of you.
Buy, sell. I choose to sell. And it doesn't look that high DPS and level 10. How have things been?
I hope things are going well.
The supplies we salvaged from Cousteau's mine have been a great help. Thank you again for saving us.
Are you captured? Actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't really care. I helped you, apparently, and that's enough. There's a thing out here.
Any news, Inquisitor?
The Freemen have been defeated.
They hurt so many of my people.
All of them.
Now it's finally over. Thank you. Perhaps with the Freemen gone, we can find a proper home. Algon's lodge was always well situated. Inquisitor.
Good evening.
Be safe.
Yeah, and so yesterday, the boy and I had played some Anthem, and I was kind of feeling like doing something else. I know, right? Had the game for a month, and I'm already feeling like doing something that's not the game. But oddly, what I was in the mood for was a little Supreme Commander.
Mr. Cousteau's dead. Hope she died slow.
That's what we did. Boy and I played a game or two of Supreme Commander, and then in the evening we played Supreme Commander 2, just for a little pastime. What's that spot I saw? There. How do I get there? Maybe I'll Hossie? For some reason, I just end up liking. Oh, that's that thing. How to get here, though? It seems to be a thing. Oh, that must be back in the camp.
Whoa.
Anyway, for some reason, I just seem to really like 1 better than 2. It's a little slower, it's a little more thoughtful. But it has a tendency to play out a little differently each time. Whereas 2 tends to play out pretty much the same way every time. I don't know. There we go. Not down here, is it? No, that is apparently do not go here. Oh, it must be up there. We'll forget that. Okay. I'm seeing there's still a lot of stuff here. It goes out for quite a ways. There's not necessarily a camp close to another one of the camps. This is about as close as it gets. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go here, travel through there to that camp and call it a night. Except for, you know, going to the table and sending people off. Okay. Now, it's going to here. Which is that away.
Inquisitor, do you have a moment?
Not right now.
I don't have time.
I have to get on this horse. Except I can't. Okay, go through here and jump. Oh, it's another house.
Whoa!
I'll at least claim this. Okay, I'm gonna go in there right now. It's gonna come over this way. I can get there if I can jump enough.
Whoa!
Well, this is where the camp is, but it doesn't get me to the place. There we go. There we go. Let's do this real quick. Let's see. Dink, 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 dink. Yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because I can't get back. Restart. Dink, 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 dink. No, because then I can't get from there to... Like, I need to save this one for last for some reason, or near the last. No. Let me try. Dink, 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 dink. Yeah, I think that works actually. I have to start here, actually. I'm still missing those two. It's a problem. I didn't already have that, that would help. There we go. It just took a few tries, that's all. Okay. I'm heading back. Oh, I need to set that camp. I'm heading back to that camp. So I can make that camp, and then I'm going back to the Skyhold, and I will more rifts. A lot of stuff going on around here. I'll go back to Skyhold, not Val Royal, Skyhold. And I will dispatch some people on some missions. 3 to 5 hour missions. And call it a night. Geez, you got the 3 fires again? It's 3 times I came up tonight. So let's see, next week I can probably wrap up going through the Emerald Graves. Because it won't start with a bunch of dialogue with a bunch of people. And then after that, I can probably answer my phone. I have no idea what this is. That's weird. I mean, I only look at it because I don't get that many phone calls. And why would I be getting a phone call at 8 o'clock at night? So yeah, next week I will probably finish the Emerald Graves. And then after that, I can start working on the next. I don't think there's any non-critical story areas I need to unlock and explore. I think it's just a story mission next.
I told them the offer was the best we could do. And of course they said no.
Oh, that's my quarters. I'm not going to my room. I'm going to the war room. That phone was kind of like earlier today. Walked inside the building, went to the men's room, started doing my thing. My hands are occupied. Phone starts ringing. Really? Really? Now? You're going to call me now? Missing assassin. This is new. That's a short one. I could do that. You can do that anytime.
Why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things.
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Inquisitor?
Let's see. Anything new? Pursuit through the mountains. There.
Inquisitor.
I've got all 3 of those set, and they're all in Ferelden. I'll come out here. Quick save. Do a normal save. See, what's the playtime on that? 46 hours so far. 46 hours so far. And there's a ways to go. If I come back in here just to take a look at what's coming up. So, liberate Employees du Lion. Not sure what that is.
That Dalish elf who joined us is eager, to say the least.
The Dalish possess great knowledge.
What is that?
We should be honored to have him with us.
Recently returned from visiting an uncle in Sarna, spoke with gruff, helmeted men about the village's quarry. There's a strange red crystals in the field nearby. Oh yeah. Employees du Lion. That's an entire zone I haven't gone to. It's a somewhat higher level zone. There is stop venatory activity in the west. I think it's investigate western approach. I think this is floating over because it's a story mission. So I think this is the one I have to do. So, this is an optional area that I don't have to go to, but I probably will. And this is an optional area. I remember this area. This is a slog, because it's a lot of Red Templars. This one, I don't remember what this one is. And then I've got that for the story. Over here, everything that's left is actually, that's DLC. It's some fairly high-level DLC. That's some DLC. That's definitely high-level DLC. And then there's DLC that takes place post-game events. After the main story is done, there's a DLC that comes up that I've only done once. I've only done each of these 3 DLCs once. So what I will likely do, I think in the weeks moving forward, I think I will go ahead and go through the Employees du Lion. That's going to take at least 2 sessions. I think there's 2 dragons there. I don't remember what's out here. Again, this will probably be a good solid 2 sessions, maybe 3 for each of these. So that's 4 to 6 weeks, plus the week to finish the Emerald Graves. So that's 5 to 7 weeks. Western Approach will take me a good 2 to 3 weeks to get through, so that's 7 to 10 weeks to get through all of that, and then I will probably go ahead and kick off this DLC, followed by this DLC, and then get back to the story mission. So, I mean, each one of these DLCs will probably be 2 to 3 weeks, so that's you know, at that point, we're looking at almost half a year to get through that. And I don't remember how many story beats there are after this one. I don't think there's a lot. As in, I think story-wise, we're probably at the halfway point, maybe a little past the halfway point. And getting, you know, I've got a couple of things in mind that we still have to do story-wise that, you know, I mean, that's a good 2, 3, 4 sessions there. And then there's the post DLC. So I would say conservatively, we're looking at probably 25 to 30 more sessions to get through this. So that puts us on the order of about halfway through the game, I think, for the time it's going to take to go through this. So, hey, we're at the halfway point, ish. Anyway. That's enough of my rambling. Thanks for coming out and letting me ramble and nod off a couple of times again. I will try to sleep better next Sunday so that I am more awake on Monday. And I will see you guys in another 166 hours. Bye!